If this government shutdown goes past tomorrow night, this will officially be the longest U.S. government shutdown in history. J1 here with KPRC. So this weekend and into the start of this week, we saw the impacts of the government shutdown here in Houston firsthand at Bush Airport. So many of you are probably wondering, well, what's going to happen next if the shutdown continues? I spoke with Mark Jones. He's a professor of political science at Rice University to get some of your questions answered. So we've been seeing the impacts of the government shutdown unfold at Bush Airport in particular, and a lot of people are wondering if the shutdown continues, what other industries could be impacted?
The government has not been working for a month now. And so many things have effectively started to pile up. It'll take a significant amount of time for the federal government agencies such as the IRS, the Small Business Association, the Department of Agriculture, and others simply to get caught up with normal business. For some agencies, it may take until the spring of 2026 until they find themselves really caught up to date.
And there's been a lot of finger pointing when it comes to this shutdown, but here are the facts, according to Professor Jones.
The last government shutdown was driven primarily by President Trump and his insistence on continuing with the shutdown until he got his way. This time around, this shutdown is being driven primarily by congressional Democrats.
So if you remember the last government shutdown, it was primarily driven by President Trump, who wanted money to build the U.S.-Mexico border wall. Well, this government shutdown, it's primarily driven by Senate Democrats who want to extend funding for Americans who rely on Obamacare.
Right now, though, we're in a situation where Democrats don't trust Republicans, Republicans don't trust Democrats, and we're at a standoff. It's a game of chicken.
Does it look like the shutdown will end anytime soon?
If there's one thing that I think Democrats and Republicans can agree on is the last thing that they want to see is a Thanksgiving holiday weekend where we're still in the shutdown. Thanksgiving travel nightmare fueled by a lack of TSA officers and a lack of air traffic controllers isn't enough to jolt Republicans and Democrats to some type of agreement. I don't know what is.